Merry meet to the people of YouTube. I'm doing an altar tour today because these are the videos I tend to watch a lot, and I wanted to start a channel on paganism, Wicca, whatever you choose to call it. So I thought I would start by this. Now, every item I have on this, each has its own story, bar the candles, but they get used in spell work. So I'm going to start from right to left. I have a lot of crystals on here. I'm not going to go into every item story. I might do individual videos on that. But yes. So I've got my big piece of quartz. This one's been charged under the super blue blood moon we just had. It's the only one I really charged with that. I've got the first bit of selenite I owned that was a wand for a long, well, not necessarily a wand, but I cast circle with it for a long time. What I use as an athame. I believe it's an Arabian herb knife, but I'm not 100% sure, other than I'm the third person it's been passed down to. Then I've got today's tarot reading. I use as my main deck the Glastonbury Tarot. I've not seen much of this. So moving on, I've got this box contains crystals I use a lot. I'm not going to open it because I've only got one hand. Then there'll be a lot of clear quartz scattered about, like here, another bit of selenite. That one's the length of my arm. No, forearm is the correct one. Then I've got a dragon statue, as I've worked with dragon energy on and off for years, but I always like to have a representation as, you know, paying respect, because I don't always work with them. Then I've got, you can't see him very well, but it's a obsidian tiki man. I'm going to say tiki because I'm not sure where he's from, and that's probably a stereotype, but I apologise. And then I've got my natural citrine, a obsidian wings. I can never pronounce the name of this crystal, but it's carbon and rainbows. So yeah, one of two chalices, my god candle. I'm not going to say who my god is, but the colour is yellow. Two of my pendulums. My third one is hanging above the altar with various charms and roses I've got drying out. This box contains all the tumble stones I use a lot. I have more than that, they're just the ones I use most. My book of shadows. This is my third. The first one was burned because I didn't like what was in it. It was magics that I no longer used or associated myself with, and I didn't want other people getting. So that was burned. My second one was stolen, and then I made this one, but I've got my second back. So I'm going to keep with this one for a little while and just see how this goes. Then I've got some labradorite here. Not a big bit. Some selenite, because I use selenite a lot. That bag contains my runes. They're glass. Not much to say about them. I've got ancestor / guides candle. Then this is bulk crystals I use a lot, including a broken obsidian arrowhead, a hagstone for protection. I've got a couple of them scattered around the place. Another piece of clear quartz. My spirit quartz is here. It took me a year to find this thing. A vase that shows my deity figure, with crystal ball on top, because that's how I've most commonly communicated with it. I've got a little collection of skulls, because I don't currently have the means to make an ancestor altar, so that's how I show it. I've got, I can't remember the name of the shell. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments, but I probably won't be able to remember. Then I've got amethyst cluster, because I love amethyst. Some rose quartz, and then a wand that was made by a local artist. I say local, I don't live in the area anymore, but I use this for casting circle. And then I've taken all the herbs off of it, because this is getting quite low and I don't want it to combust, but the remains of a protection spell, and then in there's a couple shells as well and a petition that I found, it's from an old mode. I apologise about that, my camera cut off halfway through. So basically the green thing is a petition that I used to have and I didn't want to throw away once I refound it. I don't know why. And then I don't think I mentioned about her. That is an angel candle I got that was damaged, so she just become a place on my altar and she never really left it. So yeah, that's it for this one. Now I also have a tiny altar up here for Ganesh. I've worked with him for a long time. I'm shaking the camera. But yeah, he's pretty high up. I'll explain maybe in another video how and why I started working with him. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I kind of just wanted to get something out there. I do have a witchy Instagram that I'll leave in the bio as I upload frequently on there. And that candle's going crazy. So is this one. You're normal. So yeah, if you want to see more, like and subscribe. I will be doing more things spiritual on this channel, whether it be about crystals, tarot, runes, Wicca, Santeria, all of that stuff. So yeah, merry part, merry meet again.